So I'm sure you all have heard about the recent Nintendo Direct, primarily focused on Mario's 40th anniversary. And you know it's serious when Mario was catching up in age with my mom. I was so excited about this, especially considering how much Mario related stuff we got for the 35th anniversary. And hopes were at an all-time high, since this Direct was scheduled to be close to an hour in length, which meant that there was a possibility of other major titles other than Mario getting some representation. But with Mario turning the big 4-0, what were the actual possibilities? Super Mario Odyssey 2, another Paper Mario game, Mario Party Super Mega Stars Deluxe for Switch 2, a whole new Mario game? Every Nintendo creator I follow had their live scheduled to find out, and I wanted to throw my hat in the ring to catch a crazy reaction that I could show you guys. But unfortunately, nothing too crazy happened. Now don't get me wrong, there was some cool stuff shown. I mean, the Direct opened up with a trailer to the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the announcement that Mario Galaxy 1 and Mario Galaxy 2 will be coming to the Switch and Switch 2 with the added convenience of being sold separately if you don't want to own Super Mario Galaxy twice, assuming you have the Mario 3D All-Stars collection like I do. It's just a shame they didn't come with any amiibo. That would have been the cherry on top. Visually, so you don't have to get one. And there's new amiibo. Oh, I already don't have money. What are we talking about? Shortly after that, they announced another Mario Tennis game with a story mode revolving around the baby characters, DLC for Super Mario Wonder, which I actually didn't expect at all, so good on the team for that. I enjoy Mario Wonder a lot. A new 2D Yoshi game, which looked very, very cute, another Hyrule Warriors game, and Animal Crossing Pokemon Edition. But no, for real, this game did look sick and I actually might get it. Dude, this is sick. I don't even really get excited by Pokemon games like that, but this looks really, really fun.
Pokemon
Pokocopia. All in all, after the big Mario announcements in the beginning, the Direct itself was pretty mid. Its closing presentations were Resident Evil 9 coming to Switch 2 and a brand new Fire Emblem game, which, yay, I guess? I don't play either of those, but I'm happy for the fandoms, I guess. It could be Mario's 100th anniversary, and I still keep my hopes high, but my expectations low when it comes to Nintendo. Everyone had their predictions and hopes about all things Mario. Meanwhile, me and a couple hundred other weirdos just wanted any news regarding Splatoon. Like, literally anything at all. And there was none. Nada. Not a new amiibo, update information, no news regarding the spinoff. Nothing. So I'll ask the question that everyone's been asking since the beginning. Where is Splatoon? I doubt Nintendo is done with the franchise. So if you came through to see me be cynical, this ain't the video. Especially not about this game. But it is interesting that there is no news regarding one of their most popular IPs. You think with the Switch 2 they want to have a Splatoon game on there almost immediately. One of the Switch's launching titles was Zelda Breath of the Wild. A few months later there was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then a few months later, there was a Splatoon game. Nintendo doesn't like to leave any stone unturned. Just for the Switch 2, they made a brand new, albeit kinda mid, Mario Kart game just to take advantage of the system's hardware. I'm convinced Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was made for the Switch 2, as its hardware is able to make the gameplay smoother, making playing on a base Switch feel like a PlayStation 1 game. They even revived Donkey Kong with a 3D game made by the Mario Odyssey team. It just doesn't make sense for them to be so quiet and alienate a portion of their audience. Although, if I'm being honest, Nintendo hasn't been the most consumer-friendly as of late. Speaking of, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is they also revealed Pokemon ZA Legends for Switch 2, and then immediately announced DLC for it, even though it isn't even out yet. Like, are these people tone deaf? I miss Reggie every single day. No offense, Mr. Bowser. With most of their first-party games being bumped up to $70, the very least we could ask for is a quality purchase. From what I've been hearing, people are slowly leaving Mario Kart World for that new Kirby racing game, and people have been enjoying DK Bonanza, but there's only so much you can do as far as longevity for a game like that. This is the way I see it. If they can have almost 10 years since their last Mario Kart game, and still produce something so blatantly hollow it has your audience questioning if you hate them or not, then you best believe they can do the same thing with Splatoon.
Hello, I like money.
For those who don't know how Splatoon games work, the main through line of the game is based on the final Splatfest of the previous game. The last Splatfest happened a year ago around this time. Splatoon 3 itself came out just 3 years ago. There was an even longer gap between the second game and the third game. So all that, coupled with the fact that the last Splatfest saw 3 sides instead of 2, with past, present, and future all being potential through lines for their next main game on a system that's meant to handle and do more. I'm sure they want Turf Wars to be the wildest they've ever been, they want the music to be the gnarliest it's ever sounded, and the story to be one of the funniest, craziest, yet profound and heartwarming thing you've ever played. And unfortunately, it's just not time for a new game. Now, as far as the spin-off, Splatoon Raiders, it's starting to sound more and more like a fever dream every time I think about it. But this could be the Octo expansion of Splatoon 3, and you guys know how much I love the Octo expansion. This could have genuinely been something that outgrew the bounds of a Splatoon 3 add-on to take on a life of its own. Splatoon games don't really need spin-offs, especially if it's going to be canon. The team has a very ambitious idea in mind as told by the very cryptic Nothing trailer, and they're just anxious to have Splatoon representation on their shiny new console. If the Squid Research Lab can cook up something genuinely fresh and exciting, it can make up for the fact that I sat through an hour direct expecting Mario Galaxy 3, but all I got were the first 2 games for a whopping $70. And when I inevitably go out to buy Super Mario Galaxy 2 separately, it'll only cost $39.99. But mind you, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is 15 years old. I paid over $100 for Mortal Kombat 1 when it released, and 2 years later you can get the same edition as me on sale for a whopping $28, and I refuse to believe that WB cares about their consumers more than Nintendo.
Hello, I like money.
To my fellow kids and squids, move forward with grace and patience, and to you Nintendo, I won't be buying a Switch 2 until Splatoon 4 comes out. Or if you want to send me a free system and free copy, whichever comes first. Hey there people of the internet, my name is SplatooN and welcome to the end of the video. I just did the intro at the end of the video, but I didn't confuse any of you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Few quick update announcements while I try to get this video out as quick as possible. I'm trying not to have too big of a gap from when I wrote this to when I watched the last direct a few days ago. To kind of keep everything updated. You guys know how I am with my schedule. But a few quick updates. If you guys couldn't tell by the footage in the back, I have been streaming a lot more on Twitch. I figured out OBS. I figured out a lot of stream tools to make watching stream bearable. And I got up to do some of my favorite type of content, reaction content, for the Nintendo Direct, hoping to see something very, very crazy. And for the most part, it was very, very cool. I do see myself getting a lot of games, but I was mainly disappointed that there was no Splatoon representation, which sucks. But, there'll be another video follow-up when that Splatoon 4 announcement inevitably comes. And yeah, I don't currently have a Switch 2, but also I'm not in a rush to get one because of the stuff that I've been seeing. There's a lot of videos that I've been watching recently on how the Switch 2 is, people are feeling buyer's remorse for it, and I'm just, getting secondhand stuff. I've just said I don't have a Switch myself, so you can listen to me about this. I'm just going off what other people are saying. I haven't even touched one myself other than a demo and like a Walmart or something. But other than that, I mean, I'm still, it's still a great looking console. It's basically the Switch, but better, it's, like the PS5 with the Switch 2. I feel like I'm just rambling now, but there was a bunch of videos I seen. Ironically enough, I want to give a shout out to a creator. I forgot the name at this point. I didn't include it in the script or anything, but ironically enough, as I was making this video, I ran into another creator that made a video called Nintendo Forgot About Splatoon, which I thought was very funny considering this video is kind of the same idea as that. And I highly recommend everyone go watch it. That link will be down in the description. Very well made video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you ready for another Splatoon game already? Do you guys have a Switch 2? Are you also not getting a Switch 2 until Splatoon comes out? How do you guys feel about the lack of news about Splatoon Raiders? How do you guys feel about Splatoon 4? What do you guys hope to see? I'm curious. I read all the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a quick little video while I work on some very large projects in the background that should come out soon. Should is the name of the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until my next video, I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace. Yo, what up peeps? This is Post-Spunk to the Plug with a quick update. I got done editing this video and I realized, just through the whole day, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, but I realized during that day, days after I had recorded my reaction to the Switch Direct, the Direct I just this video I just talked about, and it's posted. It's very late. You guys know me. It's very, very late. But I just realized that they are doing. I'm freaking out right now. They are selling a physical version of Rosalina's storybook from Super Mario Galaxy, and I feel like I've told this story a billion times on this channel, but for those of you who are new, Super Mario Galaxy is my all-time favorite game as far as 3D Marios go. I don't know about all-time favorite game, that's a little bit of a stretch, but as far as 3D Marios go, it does like hold a very good place in my heart. And so to see that, as you can tell from the stream in the background, I actually got up out of my chair and left because I assumed that they were just going to talk about Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2, games I've heard about for the past 15 years, and I didn't really care to sit through that. I went to go make myself a drink and came back and totally missed the story big presentation. That would have been a crazy reaction from me, but unfortunately I missed out on it because I thought I could miss 2 minutes of an hour direct, but I guess not, and I'm super excited for that. And just as a little stinger at the end of the video here, that definitely means I have to go back and play Super Mario Galaxy and make an entire retrospective / review on it, like I've done with games in the past, like Uncharted 3 and Super Paper Mario games that really defined my childhood. And I just really thought that was super duper cool. Sorry I didn't get a reaction, but here I am at the end of the video to tell you guys that was one of the coolest things. I definitely would have popped crazy for that. But now you've made it to the end of the video and you got the true ending. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.